Hi everyone, it's CoinsKid. I'm just going to do a quick update on Binance. As you know, I've been following this coin. We did say this area here, if you look back at my previous video, we did say that this was forming a bit of a cup and handle. We broke down the handle and then we were looking to come back up. We tested there and we broke down, and obviously Bitcoin corrected and Binance followed suit, but now it's starting to pick up again. What's good is I'm hearing a lot of chatter on Twitter, on crypto Twitter, about Binance Smart Chain, where a lot of people are starting to look into switching towards Binance Smart Chain for the DeFi projects. So again, it's an evolving space, and the Binance Smart Chain is really taking off, guys. So you could potentially say, why wouldn't Binance Coin or BNB be at the same market cap or the same valuation of Ethereum, because it's going to do exactly the same job. The fees are less and all that. So obviously, whilst there's this mega fee debate going on with Ethereum right now and DeFi, where it's costing an arm and a leg, it's ridiculously overpriced to send a transaction. It takes X amount of time. In some cases I've been reading, it takes like 3 or 4 days for a transaction to go through, and then sometimes it doesn't even go through at all. I've even read stories about a transaction taking almost $300. So you may see the alternatives to the Ethereum DeFi smart contracts take off a little bit more. We've got the Polkadot ecosystem, which is flying. I would definitely research that, guys. But also you've got Binance Coin, BNB, and also I believe there is a little gem in OneChain. I've been researching OneChain a little bit, and it's basically feeless. It's got its own OneSwap exchange on the go at the moment. It's just starting to take off. The community developers have been into that and launched that. So that's OneChain. So take a look at OneChain, guys. I will be doing a video shortly on OneChain, but at the moment we're just going to take a look at Binance Coin, BNB. So as you can see, it's breaking out of here now. So you could effectively say this may be forming a bull flag from this point here. We consolidated just there. We did paint what looked like a cup and handle. Obviously that's the cup, the handle, and we said that the neckline, and we would be looking for a breakout once we break above this neckline. But it's kind of an invalidated structure, but it's starting to come back. So if we was looking for a breakout, then obviously we go from the center of the cup down to the bottom, and we would be looking for an upside of up there, potentially at $155. But now we're going to have a look at what's happening in the chart right now, guys. So we're on the 4 hourly. We're going to look in. You can see that Binance has pumped in the last 4 hours. Massive pump to the upside of like 8%. So what's happening now at Binance? Well, again, I think that a lot of interest is coming to the space, obviously because of the Ethereum price fees. So I do potentially see a lot more upside for Binance BNB in the next coming days, and this could literally take off, guys. Just going to bring up the EMAs. So you can see on the EMAs on the 4 hourly, it got above it, come back down, tested this as support, went above it, come back down, and look, we tested off the 20 beautifully. We bounced off the 20, acted as support. As long as we didn't fall below this EMA, then we're not bearish. If we fall below, then it suppresses it on the way up, and we just keep falling, and then we're in a downwards trend. But at the moment you can see this is a continuation trend, basically going along, bouncing off it, went up, got a little bit extended, come back down, bounced off it, testing, consolidating, and now we're off again. So potentially, where is Binance Coin going? Whereabouts are we going to go to, guys? So one way we could actually measure that is we could potentially say that we could be looking at some form of consolidation after this upside. So we could say that at the moment Binance Coin may do something like this, consolidate in this range right here, and this will be forming something called a bull flag. So to get the breakout point, we measure the breakout point of a flagpole, and we put it there, and that is potentially the upside target to Binance Coin, BNB, which would tie up with our cup and handle pattern that we noticed earlier in the charts a couple of weeks ago in Binance Coin. So again, this nice trend line here, we're just following it, lovely. Come back down, you can see it's curling, so it wants to go up now. You know, it wants to take off. So again, we could see some form of consolidation over the next few hours like this before we break out again. This is a very bullish candle, guys. It's called a bull flag, and it goes up, consolidates, and breaks out again. So again, from the breakout point, potential target of $158.85 for Binance coin. If we jump onto the hourly time frame right here, you can see that it's stepped up and we're consolidating in this range right here. So you can see we stepped up, we wicked up, and now we're coming down. So as long as we can stay in this channel, trade something like this over the next few hours before we have another break to the upside. It is correlated on whether or not Bitcoin behaves. At the moment, Bitcoin has gone up a little bit and got a little bit rejected, and it's bouncing back down, hence this little red candle there. So this particular red candle here, as you can see, it's just turning green. At the moment, that's quite a bearish candle. They're quite bearish candles because, as you can see, the price went up, it got rejected, and then the sellers pushed it down. So this is, in fact, it could be classed as a shooting star, which is a very bearish candle. So again, as long as we can stay within this trend line now and form something that's called a bull flag or a bull pennant, as long as we can trade in this range, and it will get tighter and tighter and tighter, and then we'll have a breakout to the upside, testing 158.85, and that's the hourly time frame, Binance. But yeah, it's very positive that we have broke out. We are in a continuation trend, guys. Again, this is a upwards move, a consolidation where we go sideways. We try and range out. We find support along the bottom, as we have done there. In fact, you could say that's a triple bottom. So on the hour, it's 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and then up we go. That's a potential play for Binance coin, BNB. So again, we will meet some resistance as we test this previous all-time high there, that wick up there to 148. So if we can get through that, definitely, if we can get through that, then we're off, and we will hit this 158. So just something to keep an eye on there, guys. So even on a 4-hourly time frame, we could look at it as a bull pennant in a overall move. So effectively, we could just keep coming down, testing this support and resistance like that until we break out. And if we was to break out at that point, this would be an even bigger move than this particular bull flag move just here, this consolidation, this breakout. So if this was just one big 4-hourly bull flag, then you would be looking at a potential move on the top, on the breakout, from the initial breakout. So you could see a monstrous pump for Binance coin up to these levels. So that's something else that you can keep an eye on, guys. Just a couple of trading opportunities right there on Binance coin. So firstly, I am eyeballing it for it to break this all-time high. So we'll set a target there that needs to be broken. So we need to break. So just there, the 149, we've got to get through that in this move to break the all-time high. Once we get that, I will be targeting the next level as 158.85, and then between that and that is clear skies to 221. If we actually zoom out, so let's shoot over to the BNBBTC. So it's breaking out beautifully against Bitcoin. You see, we're coming right up here and testing this previous high against Bitcoin, which was in September 2020. So we are hitting this resistance there. That's the current all-time high in USD. That level right there. Okay. So as you can see, that acted as some form of resistance, and maybe the reason we got a pullback in the USD as well against Bitcoin. So that level there is paramount. So that will be a tough level to get through against Bitcoin. But after that, there's not really a great deal of resistance until we get up to this level here against Bitcoin. So again, get through that channel, up we go. We could see a massive upside. Could go up a whopping 72% against Bitcoin in the next coming days to weeks. That's something to keep an eye on BNB versus Bitcoin, guys. Again, we need to get up here, break this resistance here. You can see this acted as resistance on the way up to the all-time high against USD. We need to smash through that, and then pretty much when we smash through it, we've got some levels of resistance there. Not much, to be honest with you. Probably around about there. A bit of resistance against Bitcoin. And then the all-time high up there at 48k sats, 480k sats. Yeah, they're the levels of resistance that we come up against Bitcoin in the coming weeks. Okay, guys, so keep an eye on those. Jumping back into the BNB USDT. Switch back now onto the hourly. Again, just to clarify, if we can get through this, take out the previous all-time high, which is there at 149. Get through that. I would be expecting the next level of resistance at 158. And then between there and there, it's clear skies against the USD. So we could see an insane pump over a couple of days for BNB up to the $221 level. So yeah, it's looking good for BNB, guys, providing we can get through here with volume. The volume stepping in there. Let's put the volume up. We do really have some nice volume coming in at the moment. You can see that. I mean, look at the volume coming in there to move it to the upside. If we can get more volume, something like this, which was the initial push from there up, then I would be expecting us to shoot up to these levels right up there. So crucial time for BNB, guys. Keep an eye on it. But again, I would suspect that because we're hitting this level of support here, this could even be a triple bottom, as we've spoken about before in many videos. 2, 3, and that's a continuation pattern. But if we was to come down, then we will be looking for a retest of this channel, a support and resistance trade like this for a bit. But it's still extremely bullish for BNB, guys. Potential breakout imminent on BNB to the upside. And if you was to long that at this position, say we broke out of this position here, which is currently 145, if we broke out of it, set yourself a small stop loss, you could be looking at a potential 52% trade, guys. So again, if we break like 145 with substance, with volume, we see the volume come in, a big green candle up there, you know, something like this, nice big green candle to match this sell-off candle there, pushes us up, pushes us past through the previous all-time high, then it's off to the races and a 52% upside for BNB. So yeah, that's just some quick analysis on BNB, guys. If you can give me a like and a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel, please share the video, share the channel, bring more viewers to the content. I'm so appreciative of all your nice comments. Thanks a lot, guys. Catch you tomorrow.